We just walked.
Okay, we're live. Yes.
You're live.
Okay, I want to welcome all of you tonight. Thank you so much. We are live on Facebook right now. And tonight we are going to, by the way, I have, my name is Vivian Newhart, and I have just always loved to cook and be in my kitchen. And when I can share ideas with other people, it just energizes me. And I have been a plant-based cook for, oh my, at least 20, 25 years, probably a long time. I have huge amounts of recipes, and I look forward to sharing them with you as we go on. I would like to do this about once a month and get together and just share fast, nutritious, easy meals. We live in a society where we are all of us are just so stressed. And what's easy? Driving through the drive-thru and grabbing something quick. Throw the burgers in the back for the kids and off to the baseball game and etc. So what can we do as far as planning ahead of time? So tonight what I want to do this evening is the lettuce wraps. And I think I gave most of you.
Oh, thank you.
And of course I prep this ahead of time, but you know another thing that we don't do as families much anymore is cook together. Years ago, we did more of that. When my kids come over, today even, we do stuff in the kitchen together. We prep together. When we have birthdays, etc., we don't go out to eat. We cook in the kitchen together. That's kind of what our traditions are. But when you look at these, the lettuce wraps, you know, I have different choices of types of lettuce. I did some iceberg, some romaine, and some Napa cabbage. Have any of you seen Napa cabbage before? What it is? Do you know what it is?
No.
Let me. Oh, I brought it downstairs. Napa cabbage is just on a head like this, and it's a cabbage. And so it's going to look like this. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
And it makes great, a great holder to do these wraps with. And then I am going to do some guacamole. How many of you like guacamole?
Yes.
Yes, I do too.
It's good for you.
Absolutely. And so, for many of you, I know, and then just, and there you go, you can cut it out. Is that how you guys do your avocados?
You just have to hit it with a knife and it comes
Yes, yes. Yesterday when I was at Deborah's house, everybody there knew all those tricks. I've been in a lot of classes I've taught and people are clueless. Now, instead of doing this, if you want to save even more time, you can buy guacamole because it's pretty readily available in the stores anymore. It's just, I always like to do my stuff fresh. And what do you guys like to put in your guacamole?
I just like it mashed up.
Yeah,
Mashed up avocado.
garlic.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, I used to, back in the day, I would do salsa, and I would add cumin. I think I'll do 3. And a little salt, and onion powder, garlic powder, all that stuff. Fresh onions, did all that. And, you know, it was good. And then I went to a friend of mine, Hispanic family, and I had her guacamole, and I said, that guac is awesome. What did you put in it? She said salt. I said, oh, you mean I don't need to be adding all this stuff? So here, Elaine, just twist it out.
I've already learned something.
Yes, hopefully you'll learn more even.
Just cutting the end of it off, make it, why are you cutting the end off like that?
Oh, I don't know, just habit.
Huh.
What are those
Does it make
things,
it
you know, so-and-so
easier to-
did it and so-and-so did it? And,
Huh.
yeah. And then we're going to just mash it up. You can use a masher or a fork, whatever's easier. I use either, I have it here, Himalayan salt or real salt. And this is a little concentrated, so I don't use much. When you use the, like the Morton salt out of the store, it's been stripped of so many micronutrients. And so I always use the rock salt or sea salt. It's like, what is it, 70 some nutrients that are taken out. So it has, what's the one ingredient real salt has in it?
Sodium.
Iodine added. But otherwise, everything else is taken out.
Where do you find it at the grocery store?
The health food stores have them.
Sprouts would carry that too.
Absolutely.
You shop on Wednesdays, you get double eggs.
There you go.
Sprouts.
You know, with Hy-Vee and all these stores that are doing all the natural stuff, I would think they would have it. So, here we have, for our lettuce wraps, this is yours. I mean, this is your party. You put in it what you want, but I always like the different peppers. I have red peppers and yellow peppers, and cucumbers, if you like that. And then I always like olives, and of course the guacamole. And then, for to give it a little more substance, I do rice. And here too, I have a rice cooker, and I'm fortunate, it has a timer, and so I can just time it. But, and next time we get together, I was sharing I want to do the quinoa, the Mexican quinoa dish. But with all my grains, I soak them in the liquid ahead of time. Like, I knew I was making this afternoon, so for a couple hours. I could put it in the morning and then turn it on in the afternoon or whatever. When I'm making millet, I always put it in the liquid and leave it sit for, you know, the day, or at least 15 minutes. Because when you do that, you're going to have a fluffier kernel, a fluffier grain. So,
So do you just, what do you buy for your rice then? Do you just buy regular rice? Like,
yeah, this is brown rice.
okay, then I usually buy brown rice.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
is that the container it comes in?
No,
No.
I get this. I'm going to talk about next.
Oh, okay.
But I get the brown rice at Costco. I don't. Somebody gets it for me, picks it up. But you could do jasmine rice, you could use basmati rice, you know, whatever your favorites are. But I like to use the brown rice.
Well, I bought rice at Sprouts and the brown rice. And then I got, I don't know, discovered, I really don't know how to cook.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Usually 2 cups of rice to 2.5 cups of water. And then bring it to boil, and then bring it down for about 30 minutes, somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah.
And quinoa is even quicker. You bring that to a boil, bring it down to low for about 20 minutes, and it's ready. So,
Now, what is that? What kind is that?
quinoa, and this is what we're going to showcase next time, is the quinoa.
I've seen that in recipes.
My favorites.
I use this a lot. This is a complete protein food. Has all the essential.
Yeah, I had a recipe to use that for breakfast cereal.
I was gonna say it's great for breakfast.
Absolutely. I use quinoa a lot. And another.
You have to get it at a health store.
No. Mm-mm.
Any store?
Oh yeah, most any store. Another dish that I make a lot with quinoa is I do cooked quinoa with cashew gravy. That is delicious. So we will probably do that too at some point in time. And then something that's extremely optional, in fact I don't ever make it, but I thought some people like a little more substance in their wraps, you know, to get, these are, I'll let you try these, Morning Star Morningstar chicken strips, and they're all vegetable based. So they do have soy and some gluten in them for those who can't do any kind of wheat products. But I thought it'd be something for you to try, to put in your wrap if you wanted to do that. And then something to top it with, when you have it all on there, is nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast, for people that are more plant-based, a lot of times lack their B12. And so this is a great B12 supplement. And it tastes wonderful. If you do popcorn, like we'll do popcorn with coconut oil, and then we'll sprinkle nutritional yeast on our popcorn. It's awesome. And steamed veggies with nutritional yeast on it just gives it kind of a nutty flavor. So tonight you'll be able to try this with the nutritional yeast and then see what you think.
So it's the B12 that you're wanting to eat the yeast for? Okay.
Yes, absolutely. And there's a lot of other things in here, many other things, but that's the main ingredient. It's like got 500% B12 in it. High in thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, B6, folic acid. All those ingredients are extremely high. For example, the riboflavin, 700%, thiamine, 800%. I know those are, healthy needed nutrients. So anyway, any questions on anything?
So how do you do your olives?
My olives, I have a awesome little handy dandy processor.
So, do you buy can or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I drain them
Yeah.
and then throw them in that little food processor.
Okay. It's a grind.
And they're done.
Okay.
And I have learned long ago, if you want to be eating healthy, you got to have the right tools.
Mm-hmm.
And so having just all the right, I live with my Vitamix.
Yeah, I love my Vitamix.
Yes. And I know Miss Deborah here has one that she's going to start using more.
Yes,
I've
keep it
had
on your
for 2
counter.
years and I
Oh,
rarely use it.
keep it
Yeah.
on the counter. They say to keep it on the counter.
I don't.
If you use it.
I don't
Yeah.
She does.
I use it?
Oh.
I try to do a lot of smoothies, and I've
Yes.
been doing a spinach and kale and pineapple.
Yes. Yes. Good.
sounds good.
Good.
I save the core. Did I tell you this? I save the core of the pineapple. So like if you get a fresh pineapple and
Yes.
you core it, I save the core. I just put it in a bag and put it in the freezer because the core has a lot of the nutrition.
Absolutely.
And your Vitamix will grind that thing up like there's nothing.
Absolutely.
And then and green grapes. And it's so good. I made it with red today. It didn't look as pretty. I ran out of green grapes. I used red grapes.
Oh,
but
yes.
But it's really good. I did Gabrielle one of those before her soccer game, and she was like so full because of the spinach.
And the kale.
Why didn't you do kale?
Most of the culture spinach.
I don't know who's really hungry because this is a lot of great food here.
Somebody told me to add the kale. I hadn't been doing
It seems like I read somewhere last summer, beginning of last summer, that yeast, if you add yeast to your dog's food, it also helps too. I was looking for ways to help keep chiggers and chiggers down. And there was something about, so I went out and bought a container of yeast. Not that big, but I used about half of it over the summer with the dogs.
What did you do with it?
I just sprinkle it on the dog food, and then I was
Sounds up for
eating
grabs.
it too.
It's very attractive.
I'm going to do another one with a smaller, if you want something smaller.
I'll have some.
There's plenty here. Any other questions at all?
No.
Okay. And again, for dessert, I'm going to serve, just because I had some left, some walnut cookies and some millet pudding with some coconut Cool Whip. But we're not going to demo that, but I just want you to try it. It's awesome! And I even have recipes here for you.
Do you buy the organic peppers?
You know, do I? I know. It's at
For Costco?
Yeah,
You buy the big ones or the
Yeah,
little ones in the
the
back?
big ones.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
the big ones.
They very well could be at the Costco.
Okay. I don't know that there's anything else for us to do live. Okay, we're good.
Yay! Look forward to eating.
Nice job.
I know, I'm excited.
It looks so pretty with all the
I gotta
colors.
check out.
too.
know.
When it comes to organic
It's so
avocados,
beautiful.
You should at least
we
think
don't
about
have
it.
organic avocados.
Oh,
One of the problems
okay.
is when you cut it,
That's
Okay.
when you cut it in half,
I'm still here.
Oh, you're still
pull
here.
the toxins in.
We'll see you next time.
So you don't
From
want to
Vivi's Kitchen.
do it that way. You want to cut
Right.
it from the inside out. And she can demonstrate that.
How do you cut it from the inside out?
No idea. Yeah, where that pan.
Oh,
I washed mine though before you guys came.
I always like to wash the stuff that you cut
You're
into.
saying from the inside out, from, yeah,
Oh, the tip.
in.
Right.
Instead of this way, you're going.
You
Oh.
you put the blade, you put the tip of the blade on top of the
Oh, and then if you cut it like you cut the tip off.
You guide with the point.
Yeah, well-
With the blade pointed upward.
Uh-huh.
that little stem.
You know
Just
what?
Take that little stem part out.
I want you guys to come make your own.
So it's like,
you can-
where was that? So it's like holding the knife this way,
Upside down.
and then you're kind of leading it,
Yeah.
so you're pulling it out instead of
Yeah, the
holding.
blade goes around the
Oh, gotcha.
inside.
Takes more skill probably to do it that way.
Okay, come and grab a plate.
Wow, look at your
There's
fingers.
two.
It's there.